So I come home and Mudge goes, "There's something Evan would like to tell you." And he's hiding, like he's just peering out from behind the sofa, and you could see his eyes, but you could see this smile in his eyes. I go, "What's going on, buddy? What'd you do?" He goes, "No." He'd like to say something. And I go, "What do you want to say, bud?" And he comes up from behind. He goes, "I'm gonna say it." I'm like, "What are you gonna say?" "I'm gonna say the N-word." I go, "Whoa, whoa, what the? Whoa, no. And I'm looking at Mudge going, "No, this can't happen."
He's a phenom racist at
What
an early
happened
age.
at 9?
Yeah.
Wow, most people in your bloodline wait till 12.
Yes.
And she goes, "Go ahead." I go, "Don't. Nuts. D's nuts." I go, "Okay,
that's good.
all right. We got to work on the setup for that, pal.
We do.
We got to work on the setup for that."
That's
okay?
a little unmudged.
That's it. Yeah, I was like, you needed to give me a heads up. I was like, "Oh, we need to transfer schools. I need to move. I need to put him in the system."
Yeah,
Just
we,
the
we
way
just
you-
say nuts. We don't
We just say nuts.
refer to as the N-word.
Say the word
It's
nuts.
nuts.
There's a lot of N-words out there. So there's nice. There's neighbor. Nana's coming over.
There's
later
only
on.
one that we refer to as the N-word.
There's one.
Yes.
There's one. Depending on
Right.
just don't at all.
In
Don't
my
do-
house, I was not allowed to say, obviously, you know, it's famously I wasn't allowed to say
Mhm.
fart.
Mhm.
Okay.
I wasn't allowed to say nuts either.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right.
All right. You weren't allowed to say nuts,
I
Couldn't say
wasn't allowed
nuts?
to say nuts.
but you could. What if you were referring to actual like peanuts or
Wasn't allowed. I can't say no. That I
You're
was.
grounded. It's almonds.
Hand me those walnuts.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
What'd
chock.
you- well, what?
Yeah.
There's a certain type of coffee you just can't buy. It's chock full of what?
Ariel said hard Z.
Hard Z. Yes. Oh, my sweet boy. Yes.
He's doing so well. I had a heck of a time here in Oklahoma City and Tulsa. I share this on my Instagram, but I'll give the full story. I buy weed gummies, and when I take them, I take like half. And I usually just sit at home. I'm not really out and about doing anything. If I'm out somewhere, it's just at the West End. But I'm not like, I'm seriously not, literally, I'm never performing comedy. So I bought these, shout out Phil Mickelson, For Wellness, his company.
Okay.
They have different gummies. Ones are for hydration. Ones for like clarity and focus and energy.
How does a hydration gummy work? I heard you say that on your social, and I'd heard of ones that are uppers, downers, creative gummies.
I feel like it works.
but it helps you stay hydrated.
Well, if I'm hungover, I start with that and I take some.
Okay,
That's
all right.
why I take
Got
them.
it,
Maybe
okay.
other people are taking them.
Yeah, you're right. That
Yeah.
seems unlikely, but I thought maybe it made you drink more water.
Something, or it helps you retain water as you're drinking. There's a whole cottage industry.
Yes.
Eat this gummy, take the
Yeah.
shot, then go drink,
Yeah, yeah.
and you'll
There
feel
is.
less shitty.
Yeah.
It could also
so that
be
I could say
psychosomatic.
It
Like
can
if
make
you
just
believe
feel
it, it's real.
It's fully
Yeah, yeah.
placebo, but I believe it's
No,
happening.
Ashley, she tells me she takes these things too. She showed there are all kinds of things to like prevent the hangover, or help with hydration.
Brittany says, "Is a hydration gummy like a gusher?" No, but Brittany, you are.
Hello.
Yeah. Talking about your
So
wet ass pussy.
I put I put all these gummies in a Ziploc bag to take on my trip.
Yeah.
Some are these wellness gummies, some of these hydration, some are actual weed gummies.
Yeah.
Now you're supposed to take 2 of the wellness gummies. That's the serving size. And the show's at 7. It's 6:15. I'm a little tired. I grab 2 gummies, the wellness, pop them, go to the venue. At about 6:40, I'm feeling super high.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? And I was like, did I take a weed gummy instead of the wellness gummy?
Oh,
So you go and
shit.
can you check the bags to check the
I later
head count?
checked, and they were in the same bag, and the colors are similar. And you know me and my color blindness.
Yeah, you can't see
Oh.
shit.
Yeah.
And they're shaped the same, or you just
no, I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
an idiot. So, I also have shape
Yeah.
issues. So
I'm
now,
already stressed, and I don't know this story.
so now I'm talking to Keckner, and I'm like, all right, I'm fucking weird. I got to get up, and fucking put water in my face. And I'm like, he's telling stories, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm like, I don't understand what you're saying in my head. And I'm like, why am I? I'm like, I go to him, I think I'm high.
Why am I not processing this clearly understandable story?
And the time issue, I'm like, it's 6:44. I wait. I think it's probably showtime, 7. I look, It's 6:46.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
So
How strong are each one of these individually?
It's 10 milligrams.
So,
but again, I take 5. Well, I take half.
A 20 is gonna fucking rock
Dude,
you.
Well,
if
no,
you-
I took
was
one.
gonna do
You
I
that.
took
took
one.
one of the non-weed, one of the weed.
Still,
gotcha,
10 is
Yes.
gonna set
So
me.
the weed
yeah.
gummy cancels out the focus and clarity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
much. You're fucked there.
So I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen because I've never been on stage high. I've never tried to do anything
Yeah.
other than just sit at a bar and drink or sit at home. And so I'm like, Dave, I don't know what the fuck's
Real
gonna
quick,
happen.
when's the show?
It's in 15 minutes.
Fuck.
Yeah,
And it's a 2-man thing. So
Yes.
there's nobody up there that's gonna burn
No,
10.
no.
It's always you and Dave.
Right. And we're getting higher as we're not coming down.
It's not
right.
weakening.
No.
It is the first of 2?
Only one show that night.
Only one show that
Mhm.
night. Okay.
But it's the first show of the weekend.
Real quick, he's probably gonna like, all right, I've probably been on stage for about 15 minutes. You look down, you've been on for 30 seconds.
That literally happened.
oh, no.
Not to that, but I thought I was wrapping up and I'd been on 7 minutes. Yeah. And I was like, okay, do I
Jeez,
need
dude.
So I get up there.
At least that stuff helps with memory, so you'll know exactly where you're at.
I had so many jokes where I'm starting and I'm like, I think this is the next line. And I'm like freaking out because they're staring at me. And I'm like, well, they're supposed to be staring at me, right? That's how this works, right? If they weren't staring at you. And I'm like, can they tell?
Yeah.
And at one point, I just told them what was happening.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I swear the first thing I did was I thought, because of what Justin does
Just come
sometimes when he
clean.
goes on stage,
Yeah.
you say, let me tell you what I did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my best. Right.
I took a bunch of Adderall. I'm shot out of a cannon.
Yeah. And I think they were enjoying it because I was all over the place. And at one point,
That was a good diffusion.
Yeah.
That was a smart
How
play.
long into it did you do that?
6-7 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
Last
I referenced
45
it again.
seconds of the
Yes.
25-minute set.
I probably brought it up 3 times.
Okay.
I'm being serious, people.
Yeah.
But I'm jokes are out of order. I'm not sure how long. And so I do this hall pass bit, and the guy, his wife says her hall pass is Sean Connery. Now, Sean Connery is dead.
Mhm.
And Dave and I do something where we talk about a story where somebody asked his hall pass was Audrey Hepburn, and we have a whole bit about her being dead. I can't remember if Sean Connery is dead or alive.
Oh,
So
fuck.
By the way, if he's alive, would he be 100 years old?
well,
He is dead.
again, you're acting like I'm so okay, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would normally not go down that road because it kind of steps on what we're going to do later.
Yeah.
And then the guy, somebody yells 007, and her husband, he's a large man. So I call him 307.
That's pretty good.
That's
And
good.
the crowd's like,
Joke.
oh, and I'm like, hold on,
Wait,
hold on.
There's more.
I lowballed him by a lot. I mean, like, 307, that's his goal weight. Okay.
completely
So
complimented
it's not an insult. He would
Yeah.
kill for 307.
Now he's
all right?
on your side.
Exactly. So then Dave comes up there. He's like, because later he's like, why didn't you talk about Connery? I was like, oh, I was high. I forgot you were super high. Right. So it ended up being fine, I guess. We get through it.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you guys still do that thing where you do together?
We did, but it got weird. And I was like, yeah, because in the middle of it, I said to him later, I didn't know how to backtrack and save
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
And I just realized we're just going to have to acknowledge what's happened.
Right.
And it's fine. Nobody really fucking cares. And sometimes it's fun to do something weird.
I've
So-
seen you perform after a cocktail and just to smooth the silk, but weed's
Yeah.
a different.
Oh, no.
You also have a lot more experience.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
and drinking doesn't bang the memory up too quickly. I won't get into
Correct.
the whole story, but you guys clearly know the story
Mhm.
that I did with Stav at the house party, where I got high and began to repeat a joke to the
Mhm.
point where, I mean, I had to see a therapist after that show.
Jesus.
It went so bad.
Yeah.
Where they just like the music got turned up on me. They
Oh,
were
yeah,
just so
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
oh, this
Oh,
guy
yeah.
is too high. We're not interested. And the party just went on. I was just standing there on top of a stage in a living room where like, can we get this fucking guy? That's the only time I can recall getting high. And what happened, what you feared happening
Mhm.
happened, where I don't know if I told that joke or not. I don't know how long I've been up
Yeah.
here. Are you laughing at me? Are you laughing with me or at me? The paranoia
The
sets
whole
in. It's
time I was like,
horrible.
can they tell? Can they tell? Are they
How
wondering?
Do people
Is this
do that?
because sometimes the setup there's really no laughter. Well, but which is normal. But I'm like, they're not laughing at it. I'm like, well, there's nothing funny has been said. I'm just setting it up.
Yeah.
And 10 seconds of that feels like 30, 10 minutes,
Plus your mouth gets dry.
Yeah.
Now, did you have 2 shows?
Just one.
Just the
Okay. I was going to say,
So-
were you able to kind of not redeem yourself, but exhale?
No, well, then I started drinking, and then I go to this bar that's by the hotel, and it's super packed, and it's a good time. And I order this chicken sandwich to go, fried chicken sandwich. I get back to the room, I've never tasted anything better in my life. I was like,
Yeah.
this is fucking
That's usually how
heaven.
it
This
works.
is
Can I
the
ask
best
another
food.
question? It's
Mhm.
going to be vague. The story that you told during Patreon, was this going on at that time?
yes.
It
Oh.
was.
So I had that going on as well.
Oh,
Yes.
no.
That also sucks
Yes.
a ton.
Mhm.
That's
You're talking about
so much worse.
The guy that
Yes.
Yes.
now Patreon.
Oh.
It's coming out in a few days, so but that'll be a little tease for it though. So
Yeah.
I'm not putting anything out. 'cause
Oh,
it
that
got so
adds
much-
a new wrinkle.
Yes, and
Yeah.
I didn't want to say that at the time because we haven't told this part yet. But yeah, that added a whole new wrinkle to that
Oh,
fucking
fuck
that weirdness, right? So the next night, I go back to this same bar, and at this point, for some reason, on Saturday night, it wasn't packed. At least it wasn't yet. It later got packed. So I start talking to the bartender, and we're having a nice chat. Shout out Faith. We struck up a little friendship, and then people start showing up. And there's these two groups of like bros. They don't know each other, but I'm just eavesdropping. And the guy says, "You look like John Oates from Hall & Oates." People say I look like Daryl Hall. Now, John Oates is not a good-looking guy, and this guy, he's a much better-looking version than John
Oh.
Oates. He's also 40 years younger.
He's a hot Oates, is what
Right.
you're saying.
Sexy.
So he didn't really like that comparison, but the guy's like, no, John Oates could fuck any woman in the world. I'm like, all right.
all right.
But he's not wrong
Well,
about
he,
that.
Well, he wrote "She's Gone," so he can't have sex with her, right?
Hey, Oates is like 5'3".
Yeah, and
Yeah.
now they don't even talk. So this guy's like, we should go as Hall & Oates for Halloween, and the guy's like, fuck yeah. And I'm like, did this guy been waiting his whole life to just find someone that looks like John Oates?
Finally.
Did he have long, like permed hair? This guy?
He was like a worse looking version of Daryl Hall, and this other guy was a better looking version of John Oates.
Okay.
So I say to the bartender, I go, hey, I explain what's happening. Put on a Hall & Oates song,
Yes.
and they're gonna freak the fuck
These
out.
two are going to come
Yes.
out of their fucking
Oh, yeah.
loafers.
Play Rich Girl. Don't act like
Yeah.
this and turn it up. She puts on Rich Girl. They go fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro! It was meant to be, bro. We're gonna be Halloween. Hall & Oates, best band ever. They're singing.
His
they're doing the
mustache
whole
is
thing.
growing as the song
Yeah.
continues.
Me and her are dying, but they're like, "Fuck yeah, bro! Hall & Oates forever." And it was just
I think you
Puppet
picked
Master.
the perfect song too.
Brilliant.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you picked the
yeah.
Played
perfect
him like a
song.
harp from hell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I nailed it. So anyway, the shows are great. We go to Tulsa. We do shows there as well. I'm flying back. I have a layover in Atlanta, and just an hour. It's a little delayed, but no big deal. Get on the plane. There's some light bulb issue. It's not serious, but it takes like 15, 20 minutes. Again, it's not, I'm supposed to hang out with Kay that night, but it's not like I have a show or anything.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to get home at 6:45. And now that's probably 7:30. Well, this little light bulb incident, we taxi. We're on the tarmac. We're near the fucking runway. Pilot goes, yeah, we just got word that they're shutting down the landing in BWI because of the weather.
No.
So I'm like, well, if they didn't have that light bulb thing, we'd probably been fine. He goes, well, the update in a half hour. Okay. So now we're just sitting on the plane. Half hour later, another update. And it's going to be another update. They don't know yet. They're still deciding. We're on the plane for like 90 minutes. Then we're like, all right, we're going to go back to the gate. Oh, shit. Now I'm like, am I even getting home tonight? Right. And then we all sort of migrate to this bar that's 2 gates down. So it's basically 30 people in the bar, 25 are on this flight to Baltimore. And the bartender, she's a pro. And I don't know if this is true, but she was like, hey, if you have a 90-minute delay or longer, it's federal law. You get anything you spend on that delay, you get it back. So the drinks are free.
So you can expense,
Yes.
is what she's saying?
Because if you buy a sweater at the gift shop because you're cold, it's expense. You buy a meal, you buy drinks, it's all coming back to you. So
I've
basically
never
your drinks
heard
are
of
free.
that.
Is she making this up? Because I've never heard
She
that
might
shit.
be, because she's like, what do you want? Tito soda. You want a double? Yes. Everybody want a double? Who wants shots? Old lady comes in and gets wine. Do you want a shot? She's literally asking.
She's
Yes.
upselling everybody. Is there a Best Buy to go I can get one of those laptops out of the machine from?
Well,
Because I can
she
just expense it?
was getting us hammered,
Oh,
right?
fuck.
She's probably
It's Cinco
lied
de
and made
Mayo,
herself
probably.
$500.
We're doing shots tequila. I'm now like, I'm literally telling people what I do for a living. I've got people downloading the fucking Are you about that life episode? Yeah. I got people coming to the murder mystery.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Are
fucking
there new
moving and
patrons?
shaking. Exactly. I'm literally, I print
That life,
the
Rob.
and I'm getting fucking hammered. Okay. Beers, green tea shots. And I'm like, holy
Oh.
fuck, right? And I'm like, I don't know if this is real. And then I pay cash. I go, well, I need a receipt though. She goes, gives me some other guy's receipt, which is like $350. I'm like, I'll take that, right?
Yeah.
So now I have this fake receipt. Doesn't have a name
Everybody
on it,
gets
right?
this
Yeah, so
$350
I'm like,
receipt
all right,
tonight.
I'll see if this works. By the way, I'm never gonna fucking try to do it. I'm just gonna do it.
Where do you submit
Yeah,
that to?
yeah, where do you
Yeah,
say
like, I
it?
get it.
I don't know.
I get business expenses for a 1099 venture like this. End
Yeah.
of the year, you could write off a portion of meals, but I mean, where do I take this
Yes.
receipt and go? You owe me $350.
This guy wants
Yes.
to be reimbursed for $350 worth of alcohol.
Yeah.
200 of it is shots.
Yeah.
A sweatshirt.
Look, it
from
was
the
a long
Hudson
layover.
News. Yeah.
Sir, you were there 45 minutes.
He beat up
Yes.
that Chili's to go. Please. Exactly.
It was a good time, and then of course I get on the plane and I have a couple more drinks. Now I meet Pedro Martinez in the Atlanta
Yeah, I
airport.
saw that, man.
Hall of Famer, best known as the Boston Red Sox pitcher. And one of the guys I'm chatting up is a Red Sox fan, and he's pretty drunk too. And I go, "Hey, you're a Red Sox fan?" I met Pedro Martinez. He's like, "No way! Oh my god!" I show him the picture. He takes a photo of my photo, and I'm like, "What? Are people not going to believe you?" Hey, some guy I met said he met Pedro Martinez.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Just give me your number. I'll
Yeah,
send it to you now.
you can just put yourself in it. It's like,
Yeah.
how do you share that? Look, I met a stranger. He met Pedro Martinez.
Yeah.
It's like I met him.
It's just like finding a picture of Pedro Martinez on the internet.
Exactly. It's like, here's a porn. I fucked that girl. That's the
Yeah,
other
exactly.
guy fucking her, but I have a video of
Yeah,
it.
I've jacked off to this guy fucking this girl.
Yeah, right.
God, it's so funny. Our friend Tim, he changes his Facebook. Was it like a pro? What is it? What is the picture that he has on it? Is it his
Profile
Is
pic.
it his profile pic, or is it like the what do you call it, like the header or whatever?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
And he'll change it how often? Once every 3 months.
yeah.
But it'll be a screenshot.
Yeah, I know, it's so
it'll be a
dope.
screenshot of his phone, and he'll leave the battery life up there.
Yeah.
The
His
time, the time.
32%. His
Yeah.
15
Will be-
unanswered
We always
all
make
of
fun
that.
of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that
The
will
amount
be
of
up
fucking
there.
icons you have in your
Yes.
busy ass taskbar.
He can't crop it. He won't do it. And we
He
make
won't
fun
get
of
it
him every fucking time.
I love it.
Just
Yeah.
crop it.
It's one,
Takes 3
it's one of our
seconds.
bits. We just send the
I love
photo
it.
back to him.
Yeah,
once he posts.
57%. You're fine.
Yeah.
You're dude. The other bit you guys were telling me about with him, who he thinks is fucking busted.
Sydney
It's
Sweeney.
so on brand.
Mhm.
It's so on brand. I mean, he might be the weird. Listen to Patreon when it's out.
Mhm.
DiCaprio comes up. He
Yeah.
might be the
Yes.
DiCaprio of contrarians.
He's ridiculous. When he acted like Ovechkin breaking Wayne Gretzky's goal
Yawn.
record was no big deal.
Yeah.
Whatever. Getting
Yeah.
sick of it.
He
One
also
trick pony.
when the Commanders threw that Hail Mary and
Yeah.
beat the Bears,
Snooze fest.
he was like, "Oh, they were losing the whole game.
Horrible way to win.
Horrible
I'll
way to
forget
win."
about it in a
Awful
week.
way to win.
What's
Yes.
the fucking
He
SB
said-
play of the year?
Yeah, no
Dumbass.
one's forgotten about it.
Yeah.
It revitalized the fan base.
Like an idiot.
Oh yeah, straight up to the NFC Championship
Yeah,
game.
pretty much.
from there.
You
Yeah,
can't make up something that's more stupid than what he said.
No. Well, I mean, they're not like
well,
they're gonna
no,
host
other than other things that he
Exactly right. Yes.
they're like they're going to host a draft there in 2 years or anything like that. They're one of the hottest teams in the league now.
Angela's never had a green tea shot. They're very good. You had
Their
them,
green
Justin?
tea shots
Yeah.
are fantastic.
Yeah.
Dude,
Green
I
tea
just
shots are
went-
great.
to Dark Horse
Mhm.
yesterday with shout out my roommate Mario.
What's up, Mario?
And Mario, I think he's here because I heard the dogs bark.
Mhm.
But anyway, we went there and he saw a buddy that used to work with him at McGarvey's who's still a bartender. Mario's 50.
Yeah.
So he
Looks
works
good.
And he goes, "Yeah, remember when we used to do Tuaca shots and we used to do this and we used to do that?" He goes,
Oh, I
"Now-"
remember that. Oh, that was so bad.
Tuaca's
Tawaka.
fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like Goldschlager.
He goes, "Everybody only do now at green tea shots."
Yeah, they're delicious.
Yeah,
But they're what's the Mount Rushmore of shitty shots you used to do? Jägermeister,
God,
Jaeger's on
Tuaca.
Jaeger, Tuaca are that's
Rumpelmintz.
keep going. Goldschlager.
dude.
I had one of those shots today.
No way.
You did today?
Yes.
when
I went to Dock Street because Larry's girlfriend Erin, who listens to the podcast now,
What's up, Aaron?
she said she's working days, and I said, they have good food over there. Of course, do you want a drink? Not really, but yes, okay. And then you want a shot? Nah, here it is. I don't even know what it is. I'm like, oh, well, minty. So yeah,
It was Rumpelmints.
yeah.
In
Oh.
2025,
Yeah.
someone's got Rumpelmints
you
behind
had
the
it
bar.
under the counter.
How did you give it to you on the house
Yeah.
without getting her in trouble?
Yes.
They're trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, private.
They've
private
told
stash.
anybody.
That's why she's
They
trying to get it through the house.
1000% said, hey, if you're trying to because every now and then
Mhm.
you'll hit it off with the bartender and be like, hey,
Yeah.
this one's on me. And she'll give you something without asking. That's a booze they want to get
Mm.
rid of. What is the name of the shot? Anybody in chat? Chat is fucking popping off. Tonight. You
Yeah.
guys are horny.
One night stand was I guess Goldschlager got Angela a little lucky.
Get you all twisted
Mhm.
up, baby. Made you throw those glasses across the room and say, take me.
Mm-hmm.
That the rubber mat that's right behind the bar where they pour drinks all night.
Yeah.
They set the things out there. There's a name. It's called. I'm not going to get this right, but it's called like a Jersey Devil, and it's like a rite of passage for new barbacks, bus boys, night one bartenders.
Jersey Turnpike says that.
Is that at the Jersey Turnpike?
Mhm.
Thank you. And they take that fucking thing
no.
and they pour it into a shot glass, and at the end of the night, the new guy bangs one, and it's every booze that is dribbled into that thing over the course of a 6-hour shift. I mean, gin, tequila, vodka, whiskey, scotch, beer, anything.
Probably just tastes like a Long Island iced tea.
It's got to be not great. Some creamed liquor.
People have already been stepping on it too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Spilling crumbs.
No, it's the one on the bar.
Oh,
not the one on
gotcha,
the ground.
got it. I
No,
got you,
that, no,
Okay.
fuck that. I quit.
No,
I fucking quit. Fuck you.
It's a rite of passage. Well, guess it's my right to fucking
You're
quit.
gonna get a tetanus shot.
I'm about to pass out this front door and head back to the former restaurant I was at.
That would lead to a lawsuit. Speaking of that, listen to a word from our lovely sponsors. Be right back.
Hey, real quick, speaking of horny,
Yeah, go on.
let's get to it right now. Huge announcement. Patreon stuff's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with the big announcement. Rob, you picked a date today. We all agreed to it.
Mm-hmm.
It's something we did last year. It's
was
a
very
huge success.
successful. Yep.
It's going to be back this summer. Mark it down. Patreon Palooza 2025. Every single DLP Patreon show that you love, from Dork Dynasty to Track Off to Story Time to Laughs Count Anywhere to some brand new surprises, some stuff you don't even know that we're doing.
Yep.
What's the date we're going to be doing it this year?
July 8th. So we're going to have some, like you said, some surprises. It'll be like we did last year. I believe we started at 8 a.m. and just like every hour or half hour, there'll be something new.
Yes.
Some photos, some polls, obviously lots of podcasts, our own bonus show. But there will be a new episode of every show on the network, plus some news things, plus some surprises, plus some things we haven't figured out yet, including, the SheLP agenda. We'll actually definitely have to
Yeah,
have
we
that.
have.
Yes.
Nobody asked for this, which is new. We have the SheLP agenda, which is also new.
We're going to get into it. And that evening, you two don't know this, that will be the evening that at the end of Patreon Palooza, the unedited additional 35 minutes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Chaos Theory will drop that night.
That's awesome.
That will be at the end of Patreon Palooza of the 30 minutes that I had to cut because if my dad ever heard it, I am in a deep shit. So it's going to make it out that night. I've been working with Ryan, the guy that edited it all up. He says he just kind of needs May and June to get his legs out from under him from some other projects, but it'll be ready to go July 8th. We're going to call it the Chrome Edition because it's all going to be black and white, and we're going to put it on there that evening. Yes.
Now, maybe I'll do an uplifting happy RobPod because
hey, I like that.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Which way do you want to go first? You want to go with horny or tragic?
Well, let's go with Rob because the
and then
horny
we
will
somewhere
then,
to go.
Yes.
You and I both listened to the RobPod that we played clips of last week in a very special DLP episode where instead of playing a clip from one of our many wonderful DLP Patreon episodes, thank you for subscribing. If you don't, give it a shot. $5 and you can gift them to people. Patreon.com/DLP Agenda. You played clips of a new RobPod that for the first time ever you recorded but didn't release.
Yeah.
And we randomly jumped into 3 moments, maybe 4.
I think it was 4.
And
they were all heavy.
One more just gasp worthy than the last. I listened to all of its entirety.
Yeah, I sent it to you. Yeah.
Joe, you listened to all of it in its entirety.
No.
You haven't listened to the whole thing.
Honestly, I mean, I hope
it's not for everybody.
I don't want to hear it. I know that sounds bad. It's like, first of all, I know a lot of this stuff. I do. And
a lot of it I didn't.
I'm not trying to whatever. You can take this however you want. Like, I love Rob. You know what I mean? I don't want to hear him struggle. I don't want to hear it. So I know it's good content. I know that people want to consume it. I know all that. I also know people do love that kind of vulnerability. They do. But I probably know most of this stuff, and I don't like. I've listened to a few others.
Right.
I will. God, this is going to be bad. It's on our Patreon. It's not for me because I get affected by hearing that, and I'm like, I got to help I got to reach out. I got to do these things. So I'm like, I'll pass on this one. It's probably one that I wouldn't be able to handle. Well, I wouldn't be able to handle it, but
it's what's that, Justin?
It's up.
Oh yeah, it's
gone.
People listen,
you put it on.
Yeah,
up.
Jared says as an only child, I'm glad you put it out. I put out the RobPod. I mean, steps of struggling leads to evolving. And Ariel's agreeing that she gets what you're saying, Joe. It's hard to hear me in that light. I know because I'm generally the fun, more the life of the party, the uplifting, positive person.
Edwin, do not listen with the kids in the car. Do not listen with the kids in the car, please.
Yeah, that's probably true for all of our shows, by the way.
Okay, can I say one thing from it, and I'm not going to give anything else away? I want to see your dick.
Yes.
Because
that part, yes.
There was one part.
I'm waiting for the contest, Tommy. I'm waiting for the
maybe
porn
you guys
starter
don't remember, but back at
because I choose to believe what you said.
Do you really want to see it?
Yes.
Back at a spring fling.
I'll show it to you right now.
Will you?
The photo that I may have sent someone, Joe.
Back at a spring fling. He can show it to you.
Okay.
We saw it.
I never called that. I don't think I was on that.
Oh, yeah. That was not an erect situation.
Let me steel myself.
All right.
Okay. Let me wash away the memories of the day. And then here we go. I am about to take a look at Rob's penis for the first time after he commented on it on the RobPod.
Okay. I don't know if this is the best. Just click on that.
Just gonna kind of hide that. Oh, good. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything yet.
It's on a hidden album. So
Brittany said, right? That comment stuck with me after. Okay. Let's go.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's a good angle for me. So
Throb Mayer.
Okay, Jesus. Wow. Okay. Now I'm getting okay.
Listen,
all right.
If Mario jumped on this in the game, he gets 3 times as tall. Oh my God. If this was on the side of like an Italian field, tourists would do the bit where they're acting like they're pushing it up.
No, God damn it. It's also the angle is a flattering angle.
Midshipmen should have to scale that and place a cap on top of that fucking thing. Holy shit.
Now everyone's yes.
You need to have Travis Pastrana base jump off that.
Maybe I should just have sex with a girl with it.
Maybe. Yes.
Well, starts to get somewhere.
That thing you might catch a manslaughter charge. Whoa.
All right. Maybe.
Holy fuck.
Oh,
Between what happened on Patreon and this has been a real evolution.
It has been a real uplift.
Real evolution. Yeah. Oh, wow. If you get me in this year's DLP, Secret Santa, you're good. You're good. I just got my.
Just forward that.
Episode title, side photo. Christmas in May. Yes, that's it. That's been Christmas in May. Holy shit, right. That is impressive.
All right. Well, thank you. So it was a good. Like I said, it's a flattering angle. It's a little good lighting.
Flattering girth and length.
Yeah. Yes. So, anyways, bring it on, Tommy.
It's like a fucking Coke can.
No, the RobPod. It's the irony of that is that I started off by saying that it's not going to be super heavy and sad, and then I end by saying that I'm going to die alone. Yes,
well, it was. Yeah,
see that go to
from
waste.
Even from what you parceled out during the thing. It was like I said, there was some heavy stuff. Man.
Yeah,
I don't want to go into too much because it's behind a paywall. But the story that you told about waiting for your dad, God, man.
I know that one got
the dad one. The dad
that one was
episode,
brutal, man.
The reason he couldn't watch the Green Mile, was the Green Mile or Shawshank?
Shawshank.
The reason he couldn't watch Shawshank, that hurt me more than this one. This one was much more modern Rob struggle when you were a man that could handle and process. The stuff he used as a boy, that had me fucked up in the car. This one didn't make me cry, but this one made me very, very sympathetic. And I'm glad you put it up.
They're asking for Throb Mayor as the show title.
We'll consider it. We'll let him come up with it. Wow.
But then the SheLP.
The SheLP.
Yeah.
Speaking of Rob,
good segue.
I will say.
Yeah. It was that size the entire time recording with those ladies.
Would you mind donating that dick to 2 of us when you die? And just party sub it right down the middle?
Sure.
You get 5, you get 5.
I'm doing very little with it.
Yeah. So. Hey, Tim, stand down. Okay? Yeah.
So
Rob, Tim, Karlheim.
I was very surprised in the order of sluttiness. I would have guessed differently.
I progressiveness is what I call it. Sexual progressiveness.
No. Yeah. Don't think for 2 seconds that slut is an insult.
Yeah.
No. It is complimentary. It's the
nicest thing you can say to a woman.
For me,
yes,
it is literally the kindest thing.
Yes.
There's one particular person and her stock just went straight through the roof.
He was already here. Right. All of them are already up here, but one of them just took MVP.
Off. Yes. She just Elon Musk into the fucking
MQP, most quantity of penis.
Yes.
Holy shit.
So I'm not going to dime her out. You have to pay for that privilege.
You got to pay for that bouquet.
I love them all. But she definitely, her stock rose.
She could have taken 5 of those. She'd be dead.
She's a gamer.
Yes, she is.
That's right.
Holy God, she'd dislocate shit if there was 5 of those fucking baguettes staring at her. That episode was great. You played Never Have I Ever.
Yeah.
Classic game.
Somehow we got into putting things inside of us. Really them putting things inside of them. So.
Oh, yeah, there was one. Sorry. The one who jumped up the one who put the most things inside of them was a
I mean,
different person.
I think
she also jumped up.
She has every right to be the biggest jumper as well.
Oh, yeah, she did. She's like, oh no, that cocaine, I put that in me. Oh, that marker, I did that.
Sure.
Oh, that fucking gallon, I did that.
Yes,
whatever was handy.
Yeah,
that angry raccoon. Yeah, it all went into that belt sander right up there.
Of course, we're all talking about Mac Burst.
We're all talking about Mac, just putting Sharpie after Sharpie up his ass.
He's a cigar man. So.
I do like the SheLP having the occasional rotating guest, though I do continue to challenge you ladies, and the challenge will be met. Just your self-contained episodes, and it is your show. Feel free to invite other DLP listeners. You've got your Nickies and your Macs and your Edwins and your Shoemakes, whoever. The show is yours. I do like the original crew of gals doing their own thing on their own. So don't feel obligated to have guests each time.
Real quick, they just mentioned the flip phone also went up.
Yes, right.
The flip phone.
Was it open? Was it clamshell?
Was it? Were you calling her?
Was it setting off? Call me again. Call me again. Call me again.
Can you fuck me now?
Where's that pussy at? Yeah, that was a lot of stuff going and stuff, which again, a little upset about because my episode nowhere near that hot.
I bring it out of them, Justin. That's how I do it.
The one person who we won't discuss who they are, because again, you got to pay for it. You trying to suss out the arrangement with the others in the room. How were they delivered?
Where were they? What was going on?
I'm
where? Right.
Okay. Because I mean, I'm just imagining, I love a good Bruce Lee film, like a Jet Li film.
They choreographed that, though.
And there's one, and he's taking on like fucking 5 guys
she's like,
at once.
hey, I got an armpit right here if you want.
She's
like, one of you guys want us? Come on
grabbing
over.
a cock from behind and one over here, and gets one on the elbow.
Now that's fucking.
Yeah. This is amazing. I just imagine like Neo from Matrix Reloaded, and there's just hundreds of cocks pouring out of the building. And just fucking all of them. It's amazing.
That might be our Patreon Palooza image. So.
Yes, that's it. If you can get started on it, Dave Dennis. Just some beautiful young lady taking on 1,000 cocks with those Ray-Ban sunglasses
with our photos on the cocks.
And she was also like, oh no, my husband knows. I'm like, why?
I don't ever want to know that.
No, just keep that shit to yourself, okay?
Oh
I mean, I like knowing it.
I love knowing it. I 1,000%
he doesn't need
that.
There's no reason. He doesn't want to know. You don't want to tell him.
Yeah, you don't have to share everything.
We need to be honest. No.
Lying is good in a relationship.
No, a key to a long-lasting relationship is pure dishonesty. Okay,
lie and slut.
Lie and be a complete whore. So, ladies, well done. That's one of the many, many reasons you should definitely become a Patreon member if you're not. Do we want to get it all into the episode we just recorded and what happened, or are we can hold off on that?
God,
because there was a fucking revelation during this.
If I may,
please.
Rob was telling a story, and the story was the equivalent of saying, "I met this guy. He's a plumber." And he was talking about fixing the toilet.
And I met this guy 2,000 miles away from where we are right now.
And Justin goes, is that Frank Bickerstaff? And he's like, it is.
Whoa,
so
what?
He literally had no clues at all. And
no, let me cut you off. It would be like me going, was his first name Frank? And then Joe going, Bickerstaff?
Yes.
And both of us know the man you're speaking of. And then we share stories about a guy you didn't know we knew, as you pointed out, 2,000 miles
My
away.
mind was blown. And it would be equivalent to say, so this guy now drives a Toyota, and like you figured it out from that. Like, you know, Toyota, there's a billion Toyotas.
Fucked his daughter.
Right.
Wait, what? And
we're doing a lot of talking about the Patreon, but just sign up, people.
Please.
By the way, we have a lot of free members, and I love that. Because they usually tend to migrate to paid. I'm going to try to put some more good free content.
Let's do that.
If you go to the collections, there's a free view, and some of these poll questions we're doing, you know, I can make those available to all of you. There's a new track off up there.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that real quick.
Yeah, hit track off. Track offs. You guys did another great episode.
David Bowie and Queen.
I do care if I win these pools.
Well, you're not picking songs like you can.
And I get fucking annihilated. I have too much.
You got to stop doing competitive podcasts.
There's a guy that used to produce the show whose name we can no longer mention. You know him, Lord Voldemort?
Exactly.
You're familiar with him?
Yes, he will not be named.
got a lot of him in me.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to spit the hook. See if I'm saying? Because what will happen is Rob will pick a song, and I know the next song. I know what it is. Yeah. But I don't pick it because I want
you sabotage yourself.
I want these songs to kind of fall into one another.
Yeah.
And then Rob goes, "Oh well, then I'll take the second best song." And then
you're losing.
Yes, now I can't recover from it. And then at the end, I do this crazy thing at my last song.
And now it is crazy.
But, and of course, I know that there are people that are going to say, oh, that was cool, but not enough of them to even. So I'm too competitive and I got too much of the guy that I can't mention in me.
Yeah.
They conflict. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
No, well, look, the way the show works is we each draft, we take 2 artists and we try to make the best 10-song album with 5 songs from each artist on it. And essentially, Joe got to pick after I picked first, Under Pressure. He had 2 picks. That's the way you work. And he picked 2 Queen songs. And I don't know, 99.99% of the people having 2 Queen songs to pick from would have picked Bohemian Rhapsody as one of them. And you didn't do it. And at that point, I think it was over.
Picked We Will Rock You and We Are the Champions because those songs are always played together.
Yeah, but it's your album. You can do whatever.
Playing to win.
But also, who cares?
Who gives a fuck?
But you also,
I do know you're competitive.
You also what's never played in an album, unless it's a Christmas album, a Christmas song. Okay.
Yeah, I picked Peace on Earth.
Oh, yeah.
I picked that to close my album out. Yeah. And Rob's like, no. Okay. And of course, so is the entire audience. So yeah.
Imagine you go to a concert and they close on a Christmas song and it's fucking May.
Yeah. In the middle of June, they've got a hologram of Bing Crosby on stage.
Hey, here comes Purple Rain.
But
nope, it's Silent Night.
No, we recorded it in April. Don't
forget.
Okay. Yes. Okay. We're thawing. We're heading towards the heat.
So, yeah, please, if you're interested in all this content, the DLP agenda on our Patreon, we'd love to have. The more, the merrier. It's fast. It's growing. It's growing. It's getting better every month.
Yeah, join our Patreon. You're never going to know who the sluttiest SheLP is going to be.
Hey, let me give you.
We'll put that poll question up.
Who do you think
even though
is the biggest?
There's a right and wrong answer.
Yeah.
And we know. Okay. Number 1 is not up for discussion.
No.
2, 3, 4, 5.
That's
talk amongst yourself. But there's a gold
precipitous drop.
There's a country mile.
Hey, if you want to get competitive, ladies, and try to get the number 1,
hey,
have at it.
Go nuts.
You got work to do.
Yeah, we'll volunteer our services.
Well, you'll need all of us.
Yeah, exactly.
There's 22 inches of dick in this room right now. Okay, do the math. Okay, 6,
I'll
and there you
headline
go.
that one.
Okay,
6. Thanks.
Yeah. I do want to get into your strip club story on the other side of a Patreon tease. I do have
no tease this week. I'm lazy.
No tease. Fuck it. Yeah. I do have a house update for you guys that happened today, and I need you to fucking explain this to me. Okay?
We don't want to do it. We'll take another break and add the second commercial. How about that? Be right back.
So it was about a week ago, maybe a week and a half, and I told you I got my Progressive home site house insurance offer.
Yes, I remember.
And I got it back. I even pulled up the copy.
You lowballed a little bit.
A little bit. Mm-hmm. Okay, just a little bit. That the guy comes through from my homeowner's insurance. If you're not caught up, there was another flood in my house, and this was the worst one ever. 3 bedrooms destroyed, 2 bathrooms destroyed, office is fucked. I'm living in a war zone. So anyways, they come by, they get everything all arranged, and they come back to me, and they said, Justin, we are prepared to write you a check for $2,623. And I go, there's no fucking way. I know what I paid for the flooring in one of those rooms.
Yeah, it's insulting.
It's shockingly low. And he walked around and did his whole thing and took pictures and all that. Well, fast forward to today. And on the fucking way over here, I hear from my guy that I hired, and he is a private inspector.
Mm-hmm.
He's a home site former insurer employee, and now he's got his own outfitter company. Shout out KB Outfitters. And he went over and he had his own guy. Okay. And they took pictures, and they went back to my insurance company. Said, we went back, we took pictures, we got serial numbers for everything. Mm-hmm. We've tallied up our number. Okay.
You told us what that was.
I told you what the number was $26,000, $2,600. Mm-hmm. Okay. Did I tell you?
You told me what you thought it was going to cost to fix it.
Oh, it's still going to be beyond this.
Okay.
I mean, if I was just to say, hey, I don't have anything such as homeowners insurance, anything, I'm paying 1,000% out of pocket. Right. It's going to be between 70 and 80 grand to get everything,
that's what
which is not great. He comes back to me today with a number. He goes, okay, this is what I got them to agree to. Are you okay with it? What is that number?
Oh God!
What is the number?
And it went started at 2,600
to what? $2,633.
So I'm hoping that the first. This is your way of saying how absurd the first number was based on what they really owe you. I hope you're also not still getting fucked.
What is the new number?
I'm going to say 15 grand.
God, because you're saying it like this, I want it to be huge, but I'm going to say 8 grand.
There's some guesses in chat right now.
It says 2,701.
12,500. 2,701. It's very funny.
Steph's closest to me.
7,500 so far. Edwin is being very nice at 12,500. And by the way, insurance got this number and they're like, yeah, okay, I guess we missed some stuff. We'll go ahead and give that to you. They've agreed to the number. He contacted me and said, I've got them agree to this. After I went back and I guess I found some stuff that they didn't see. 44,000.
Oh, yeah.
32 fucking nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay. On one hand, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
On the other hand, how the fuck?
Yeah.
How in the fuck do you miss out on just about $42,000 worth of shit?
95%.
How
of it, yeah.
in the fuck, as a professional insurance company, do you go in there and go, oh, we got to look at this fucking dimwit. He's going to take whatever we give him.
They must. How could they think that about you, though?
Listen, I'm not advocating it, but I fucking understand why people in this industry are getting clapped by pissed off people.
I'll say this. I'm telling you, after I got that, I would go shop my insurance. I would fire this.
Oh, I'm fucking out on these dimwits. I couldn't believe
you got to
it.
be careful because do people, is it like a car insurance company where they know your, like, will they
know your history?
Will they know your history?
They will know that's public record. Not public record. It's an insurance record.
Is it?
They're allowed to, like, if I would jump from car insurance to car insurance, they're going to know, okay, this guy's got 7 speeding tickets. He's got that.
Right.
This is the same because I changed to them from a prior company and there was documents that showed, here's stuff. Cause I used to have renter's insurance. The last place I lived at in Dundalk was a rent to buy. And I had to have homeowners insurance through that, but I was only there for a year and a half, so I never moved on to the full mortgage portion. So I had to have homeowners insurance there. They got that for the new place. I switched over. I'm telling you, my dick is so hard to get my adjuster, the first one, on the phone and just ask them, how did you miss $42,000 worth of shit? If it jumped to 7 or 8, I would have been like, nice. He used some different code, or maybe he went and peeled up some portion of the carpet and found some brand you mislabeled. This is criminal.
Is it strategic though? Is it like
they always?
It is strategic.
Let's say you want to get hired a job and you think you're going to make $100,000 a year, and they offer you $20,000. You're like, no. They come back, all right, 70, and you're like, take it,
done.
But really, you wanted 100.
I wanted 100.
So that number is so much higher than the other. Edwin says that Rob Maris.
I think it's a different thing. I think.
Okay, so it's not. They're not playing games. It's not like a bait and switch.
They're clearly playing games.
Right.
But I think what they're doing is, I think I told you the story about my dad who was in a car accident that was somebody else's fault. He brought literally all of his receipts, every cost, no pain and suffering, none of that. They said, no, we'll give you half of that. He went and got a lawyer and he got over that. You know what I mean?
Over what he thought he was going to get. That's great.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
Edwin makes a good point in here. Edwin writes, Tommy, I wonder how many people just accept the original offer. You know why some people do? They mailed me a check for that $2,600.
Oh,
it showed up.
You sign it, you're agreeing to it.
I'm done. They're like, they can generate a check all they want. And clearly my guy was like, hold it. Don't get rid of it. Don't sign it. Don't do anything with it. Hold on to it. I'm going to come through with my guy and do that. Tomorrow, I do need to call and now make payment arrangements because they're not jumping out of their fucking shoes to mail me a check for 44 grand.
Yeah.
But he showed me the signed agreement. They're going to do it. Now we got to figure out, are they going to pay him? Are they going to send it to me? I deposit it and pay him. But I am frothing to get them on the phone and be like, can we go by this?
Explain yourself.
I'm going to look at document A and I'm going to look at document B and I'm going to put them on top. He looked at the original document and said they didn't even go in one room. He said, my daughter's
They were just trying to fuck you.
They were 1,000%. These companies that I won't do it for the 15th time, but you hear the commercial on the air. In your time of need, we're here. You're not a client, you're family. And then when it comes time to actually use them, they just switch into fucking villain mode.
You don't think there's
Delta?
When did you find that out?
On the drive here.
Hey, that's great news, though. I mean,
it's great news.
But you're also pissed.
I'm also pissed. I shouldn't be excited to get this amount of money because A, it should have never happened in the first place.
It's not yours.
It's not mine. But B, this is what I should have gotten weeks ago, and construction should have begun.
No, you're right. They've added stress to your life.
They've added weeks to this process.
Do you think is any of it just basic incompetence, or is it just them? Is it evil?
I think it's villainy.
Yeah, I don't think it's incompetence.
I don't think it's incompetence. I think that they go, hey, listen, we're not in the business of giving out money. We get money, hoping they never need it.
But that is your business.
This is your business, is to eventually have to pay out. I'm just dying to hear them mumble fuck their way through this thing, and then to your point, move on to another company.
Some people will sign that.
That's what Tommy was saying. They will get a ticket, and trust me, I was looking at that at first, going, "Oh my God, I can't believe this." And me talking to him and go, "Can you believe this?" He goes, "That's not right." I'm not wise.
How did you find this guy?
I hired him already to come by and give me estimates. I was getting my bathrooms redone. I wanted new bathrooms. My bathrooms were old, right? It's a little decrepit. I was like, I was going to start doing one bathroom at a time. I had him come over the day of the flood. Was the day he came over to take pictures and get an estimate, and we were going to start working on my bathrooms this summer and the fall, one at a time, very slowly, so the family wouldn't be.
It's not supposed to be all at once.
Later that fucking night, it's Niagara Falls, and then he's worked with me the entire time. This fucking angel.
I was gonna say, no matter what he's charging, he's
worth it.
Yes.
Now, at the end of the day, you will, whatever, you're still going to come out of pocket for some stuff, but the equity in the home will go up probably more than what you're putting coming out of pocket.
I'm getting new flooring. I'm getting new drywall.
It's going to be a miserable 6 months.
It's going to
it's miserable now, right?
It's fucking horrible now, dude. It's when I go into my office, the place that I love to be more than anywhere else in this world other than asleep, is now, it's a bomb shelter.
Do you have a sanctuary place now?
No,
a new
I don't
one?
have nothing. I have nothing.
Can you go outside?
It's here, right here.
You have a shed somewhere?
I have not. I have a small gym I built in my shed that I can go into, but the roof fucking leaks. No, I have nowhere.
Just sit in your car.
A lot. I sit in my car a lot.
Can you get your PS5 in there?
No, it's my PS5 is buried behind so many boxes of shit. I haven't turned my PS5 on in a month. I'm just sitting in this room.
How are you going to play Leaf Blower Revolution?
I don't know. I'll have to figure it out, Chris Carlheim, with some of your fucking weird-ass games. New episode of Dork Dynasty soon. But yes, good update. Progress will be made. Next week, they break ground. Once he gets that money to think they can do it electronically, that'll be my down payment, and then I will slowly suss out money. We weren't able to get to it last week.
Yeah.
We got the story about an 18-year-old, and we got strip club. I'll let you steer.
The 18-year-old story, I'll tell that another time. Let me tell the strip club story.
Yes.
So, as you know, we went on a DLP team building event
with like third of the DLP members.
I don't even know if it was a third. It was me, Tommy, and Sean. Yeah, yes, it was a third, right? I
think Sean was hot. I didn't go.
There was no. Why is that?
I promised him I would in Tokyo. Because we talked about this before.
Oh,
Japan.
You mean it was bad? God, you're
bad.
Listen,
I just wasn't into it.
You know I love you, brother, but I knew you weren't coming. I never thought for 2 seconds you'd be there.
I wanted to be. This is one of the ones where I wanted to. I think I was so stressed from that.
There's too much going on in your life. You were gone for too long.
Yeah.
It's not. I had a good feeling. Anyway, I'm not being critical.
No, you're not wrong.
So we're going there, and I'm like, well, what time do we go? By the way, you know how many strip clubs I've been to in my life?
2 or 3,
maybe 4. I performed at one time.
Same place you did.
Not as a stripper.
Clearly not as a stripper.
Yeah. Even though Rob is sitting on money.
But to go there to see naked women, maybe 3 or 4 in my life. So this is going to be my 4th or 5th trip ever.
I can't stand strip clubs.
Well, we'll get there.
Okay.
So we go to. By the way, even if you can't stand strip clubs,
I like my friends.
Right.
That's fun.
What was the name of it?
That's what I'm going to get to. Even if you can't stand strip clubs, this is the bottom barrel.
This is I know this one. It is horrendous.
This is McDougal's in Pasadena. Okay.
Yes. It's the biggest shithole.
Now if you want to get a drink, you have to bring it there.
It's a BYOB strip club. Explain that business model.
That seems like it should be illegal, but it saves you money.
And what happens is when they hand you your drink, you give them $1. When they hand you your own drink, you tip them.
You give them. You're tipping them. Okay. Do you have to tip them?
No,
but you're going to.
You're giving them your alcohol.
Do they have the mixers?
No.
So if you want
a Diet Coke, you had to bring it.
Okay. So I can't just give them my bottle of vodka and say, make me a friggin' cranberry vodka.
Be honest with you, I don't know.
You have to bring them their own cranberry. But my question is that when you go to a regular strip club, I used to host these Wednesday night amateur nights. Their money was getting a small tithe or whatever the dancers would get at the end of the night. They got like 10%. Was the drinks. $5 beers, $10 cocktails, buy one for the girl.
No.
The alcohol sales were the backbone of every strip club. Fantasies, Night Shift, Hustler.
Really, of every comedy club.
Every comedy club. Yes. So where are they making their money?
It's a great question.
I saw, if you look at it, they're not making any money. Okay. So let me start out by saying we're in the parking lot. It's myself, Tommy Simbazo, Chris Karlheim, Tommy's friend Tegan.
Yeah.
And then later on, Sean Gabbert joined us, but it opens. I can't remember what time it opens. Let's say it opens at 8. I don't remember exactly.
There's a cover.
We'll get there. So we're standing out in the parking lot, and I'm looking around. There's no cars.
Right.
Ugh.
So I'm like, all right. So we're standing out there, but it starts raining. Right. Now the reason so now we have to go in, but the reason we're hemming and hawing is because Tegan forgot his wallet.
Jesus.
And
Classic.
I can promise you that you're not gonna. You can get into a lot of places. You're not getting into a fucking strip club.
No, they're turning you away
without
man.
showing your ID.
Yeah.
So
we're not accepting your Apple Pay.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we get there, we walk right in, nobody gives a shit.
No one gives a shit.
We're in. No one cares.
Give a shit. I bring Gavin.
Right.
No one cares. No one gives a shit.
Hey, dance. Go ahead.
Nothing was shown. Nobody cared.
Right.
And there is no one in there. There's no one.
Is anyone dancing?
There's no one dancing.
Okay. Is there anybody behind the unstocked bar?
There's one person that comes up and he goes, well, normally we charge 20, but I'm going to charge you boys 10. I was like, here's fucking 10.
Thanks,
all
man.
Right.
10 for this empty fucking Fallout 4 looking interior.
Yes. And then they're like, you want any ones? And I'm like, well, yeah, okay, sure.
Yeah.
So I got $40 in ones. Okay.
Okay. Hey, hold on real quick.
All right.
The chat is saying that you've already told this story.
I did.
When?
I mean,
I
they're
don't
saying
remember.
it.
You know, it's
Steph,
funny.
am I having deja vu?
Am
I
I
thought Joe
fucking
the
nuts?
story.
I don't
He
remember
did,
this.
Steph. He definitely did. It's the Alzheimer's kicking in.
I don't remember the story.
You know, it's funny because I said this.
I started to think you told this.
I was like, did I already tell this story? Because I remember telling
I think
it.
you did.
But then I thought, oh, did I tell it on 98 Rock?
Did you tell it on 98? Because I swear
No,
to God,
they're saying they heard it. Then I told it on here.
Oh no.
Okay.
Good job, Joe.
Okay.
Good job, Joe. You guys were here.
You're right.
Good job, us.
I'm diving on this sword too. I don't remember a fucking word of this.
I was thinking
Oh,
maybe you told us
shit.
before, but I'm an idiot. So
Okay.
Oh,
so,
no.
yeah, there was a stripper named River.
That's it. That's story. Okay. So forget it. Thanks, guys.
Oh, fuck.
Steph, thank
That's
you.
it
by the
all
way.
came flowing back.
Hey, Ariel said Joe
Oh.
Biden. These motherfuckers are guilty too.
Is that the show title?
Yeah.
Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Sleepy Joe.
No, Sleepy Joe.
Sleepy Joe.
Okay.
All
Hey, I
right.
wonder if the people are going to hear this are going to wait until to hear that we realize I've already told
That's
this story.
so funny.
Or like, oh, we heard this.
Wait,
click.
am I fucking nuts? Okay.
All
Yeah, the hottest stripper was a Tommy special.
Yes,
River
yes,
dance.
yes,
the story
yes,
exciting.
yes,
Nobody
yes,
heard-
yes,
That's
yes,
so
yes,
fun. Okay.
yes, yes.
18-year-old.
All right. So, all right. So I have a friend.
Your new girlfriend.
I'm going to let you
God,
guess.
if you're up there, tell me you told the story already. Also, please. Okay.
Hey, is there an update on your insurance, Justin?
You're never gonna believe this. So they offered me 26.
I'm going to let Justin guess
I used
because
to live in LA.
Rob already knows this. Okay. So I have a friend right now. He's staying at his parents' house.
Okay.
Staying at his parents' house. And there is a girl. She's just younger than him.
Okay.
She's 18. She's younger than him.
How old's your friend?
Okay. We're going to get there. I'll
Okay.
make you guess. Okay. So, so there's this 18-year-old and he hasn't been able to close the deal with her. Okay. Now he did tell me it was love at first sight.
Oh, I hate this.
He did tell me it was love at first sight.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
It's not a real thing, but all right.
And hey man, I believe him.
Listen to the
So,
RobPod.
so
Well, hey.
So-
look at Justin's eyes when he saw
said
that photo.
I fell in love with that dick. Holy shit.
he said he doesn't. She's young and her father just died and she just got dumped.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. So
Jeez.
she's been broken up with. She's lost daddy.
He's lost her dad. She's 18, and so he doesn't know how much experience she has. So he's taking it slow.
Oh, I hate this.
He's taking it slow. Love at first sight. He has. This is his quote. He has fingered her,
Oh, I hate.
He's-
this.
made out with her, and he sucked on her tits. That's
Nice.
unbelievable. I'm pretty
Direct
sure.
quote. Very,
Okay.
very dirty show to me.
I think he
this.
started out with made out with her. I don't
Yeah.
think he started with fingered.
Yeah, you don't.
Made out with
nobody
her,
starts with that.
Made out with her,
Yeah.
fingered her, sucked on her tits.
You
okay?
start with that. That's a pro
Jeez,
move.
okay. Hey, that's the new show title.
Now,
Fingered her, made out with her, sucked on her.
Yeah.
now,
It's
now,
our new name of our podcast. Not the show, not the episode. The name.
Shows
or you
been
could just call it the
horny.
SheLP Agenda.
Yeah.
Show's been
So-
yeah.
So he that's all he's done. He hasn't been able to have sex with her. but he has to have sex with her because his mom is out of town and she's going to be coming home soon.
Edward wrote, you almost batted for the cycle.
Okay. Let's try to fuck her before his mom gets home.
Okay, before his mom gets home.
How old is he?
Oh man, I'm gonna hate this. He's 35.
He's 58.
Oh, I hate this.
Matter of fact, he just had a birthday this past weekend.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, my brother.
He's not creepy at all.
He's 58. Now, you already know who this is.
Oh, do I?
You do.
You'll figure it out.
You do. You know who this is. It's a friend of mine who has rich parents.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, no, that 1,000% lines up.
So, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
So I
how is
think-
she? Does she need? I want to cook for her.
By the way, you want to see a picture of her?
Yes.
I want to hear her side of the story.
I mean, obviously, she doesn't.
She's probably used to hooking up with guys that live with their mom.
I can't believe Gramps did this.
I can believe it.
God,
I just wrote it was.
I wish Gramps was 58.
Oh my God.
Gramps thinks he looks
Okay,
48.
just for you guys.
All right, let's see here.
It looks like she's being trafficked by him.
Yeah, it looks like that's a human auction site.
It's pretty creepy.
Now,
I
you
don't
guys
care
do
for that.
realize that if you have a child when you're 20, and then if that child has a child when they're 20, she's now 18, and the original person is 58. That's how old the grandfather.
could date her.
Yeah. She
And I'm younger than him.
My son, she's too young for my sons.
Yes.
What do they talk about?
Nothing. There's nothing that they have in common.
Well, I mean, I've dated much younger, as you well know.
But
I've
not
done
that
that. Yeah,
much.
yeah.
That's
But
a
Katie was
big
also
gap.
pretty savvy about
She
it.
was
She
an
was
old
an
soul
old
too.
soul,
Yeah, for
yeah.
sure. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, okay, let's take a look.
Even if she's the oldest soul possible.
Okay,
Right,
I'm
yeah.
gonna look something up. Okay, talk amongst yourselves for a second. Okay, hold on. Here
Do you
we
think
go.
she knows who NSYNC is?
No,
That's what I'm saying. Like NSYNC is too
she doesn't know
ancient
what
for her.
AOL is. She doesn't.
no.
She doesn't know who George Bush is.
No, either one.
Right. Yes.
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. I'm gonna read some films off that came out the year she was born.
Okay.
The year she was fucking born.
Cars 4.
Spider-Man 3. Okay. The third
By the way,
Spider-Man.
that's the third Spider-Man in the third iteration of
Yes.
Spider-Man.
Mhm.
It
Right.
had already gone through Tobey Maguire, James Garfield. Now it's the newest kid. What's his name? Whatever. The good-looking British kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. The movie 300 with
Oh, really?
fucking what's his name? Zack Snyder directed. Gerard Butler. 300
Which
came
is
out there.
coincidentally how much money that guy's in his bank account.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, which I think was the third one.
Yeah.
In that year. The third Shrek film came out that year.
That was good.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
And
9/11 is older than her, Edwinson.
it is, yes. In the very first Transformer film, the
Oh,
year
you
that
love
she
that
was
one.
born, I cried in the theaters.
The
Nice.
worst thing that's ever happened to her is happened to her right now.
Okay.
It's this guy.
This is it.
Yeah.
This is
He
it.
has taken her out to eat.
Okay.
Okay. He has taken her out to eat.
She's
Can we get my girlfriend some crayons here?
Yes.
Where did they go?
A middle
Okay.
school
Go.
lunchroom.
Where did they go? Now, every time you guess, I'll give you a hint that may get you closer.
All
How's
right.
that?
Olive Garden.
Pizza Hut.
Okay. No waiters or waitresses.
Okay.
Okay. They went to Chick-fil-A.
Chipotle.
Boom.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
Because my next clue is going to be like a fast casual.
Yes.
right?
That's it.
So,
Yeah, somewhere fast
All
cash.
right.
Yes. Chipotle is where they went.
That.
And she's like, wow.
Okay.
God, you can't feel good after that. I think I have sort of an opposite interest in you. I like someone a little older.
Real quick, two Chili's. Both two separate people
Yeah.
guessed Chili's.
Chili's.
And of course,
Hey,
Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah.
When's the last time you ate at Chili's?
In the BWI airport on the way to Tokyo.
No, I ate it yesterday in the Tulsa.
You get the ribs?
I did not. They didn't have the ribs.
What am I saying? No, that's not true. I ate it in front of the Tokyo Dome. We went to the Chili's out
you
front of
did?
the
Yes.
Tokyo Dome.
I
It's
interrupted
great.
you, by the
Please,
way.
you're fine.
No, what were you gonna? You were saying something. You
I
probably
can't
don't remember
remember.
now.
That's okay.
Hey, we don't remember it.
I remember you told the story about the strip club.
Yeah. By the way, why am I the only one getting shit for that?
Hey, tell it again next week.
This is going to be
It's
your
a
new
great story.
Yes.
Patreon Palooza.
Yes, Patreon Palooza. Yes, that's how we're going to end. Patreon Palooza, July 8th. If you're not a Patreon
Yes.
member, now's the time to get signed up. If you are, you have an all-day event.
All day.
We're going to be doing everything from DLP Patreon episodes, Well, maybe some other surprises. There's going to be a batch of things that gets released. Nude photos, Rob's cock, something. That's
Rob's got newfound confidence.
Exactly. If you couldn't wrap a dollar all the way around it and have it touch,
it's going to be a disappointment now. It's the photo.
It's
the photo
not.
is making.
You didn't use a fisheye lens. That was it.
It's the photo.
It was sitting right next to something you could compare it to size-wise. It was spectacular.
Okay. Well, yeah. Thank you.
Congrats.
Thank you so much.
I don't know. Maybe I'll meet River.
Yeah. This has been the DLP Cock Agenda. Wow.